It's a major killer. Crushing feeling that nobody likes me. I'm not as good as others. I'm a failure at work, as a mother, as a father. I'm a loser. In fact, one person said to me one time, if you looked at my life like an onion, and if you peeled all the layers away, at the very core of the onion, the very core of my life would be a big fat zero. People who say I'm unattractive, I'm not intelligent, I have no ability, kind of a deep sense of worthlessness. I have no real friends, I have no real purpose. So what this really all points to is what I call a low self-esteem. I think one of the greatest diseases in our country is low self-esteem, or lack of understanding our value and our significance. So the culture around us says we need to have at least three things. If you're a teenager, it says you have to have brains, beauty, and things or stuff. If you're an adult, it's the same thing, but it's worded differently. Perhaps status, appearance, performance. And so again, we often go through our whole lives trying to figure out where our worth, where our value comes from, trying so hard, so desperately to figure that out. Let me give you 5 things. If you will not only know these in your head, but internalize the truth of them in your heart and life, it will change everything and how you view you. Number 1, you got to remember that God made you. He says you're his masterpiece. God makes no junk. He says you're the apple of his eye. There is nowhere in the culture that will affirm you like that 100% of the time, but he does. Number 2, you've got to remember that he loves you, warts and all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. He loves you deeply. And so you got to remember that not only did he make you, but he loves you. But number 3, you got to remember that he sent his son to die for you, to rescue you. There is no way a man or a woman or a young person can have a relationship with the God of the universe apart from what Jesus Christ did for us by giving his life on a cross to forgive us of all those things that have offended him, and to help us to be able to have that bridge through the cross back to the Father in heaven again. The 4th thing is God has a plan for your life. So in your lifetime, figure out by his help and assistance that plan, and you will be fulfilled. And finally, God has gifted you. And so therefore, if you take those 5 things, that God made you, God loves you, Christ died for you, God has a plan for your life, and he has gifted you, that's where you'll find your ultimate value, your ultimate worth, your ultimate significance. That's where you'll find real self-esteem.